I struggle a lot with burnout, and this painting was meant to combat that. I wanted to try something new, and I wanted to do something familiar as well. So I worked with blue. Blue's a very familiar color for me. I'm able to really envision a lot with blue, see things in the patterns I create and whatnot. In my opinion, mixing colors is also such a surreal and relaxing experience. It's like an explosion, a supernova of color and opportunity. So many designs you could create with this new color as it comes together. It's beautiful. What do you see when you see this color? Let me know down in the comments. Personally, I saw an ocean, so that's where we'll begin. The starting of this painting was so different, if that makes sense. I didn't really know where to bring it. Here, it could have been hair, it could have been an archway, it could have been anything. I knew I wanted it to be water, but I didn't really know where to go with it after that. I remember just trying to take a deep breath and letting the brush tell me what this painting was going to become. It was about here that I began to see the vision for the painting. I started to feel like it could be a body of water, and in the center was something. I wasn't sure what it was yet, but I knew I wanted the center to remain blank. But as I began painting the darker blues towards the base of the painting, I knew I wanted there to be life within this piece. And so I began to wonder, what could that life be? And my mind began to just run with ideas, and I didn't know where to begin. I didn't know if I wanted to paint a shark, or maybe a whale, or something mythical. In the end, I ended up going for something mythical for the simple fact that it could be whatever you want it to be. Is it a sea dragon? Is it a serpent? Is it a creature untold? Is it a creature foretold? You tell me. And that's what I love about art. It's so subjective. It could be anything to anyone, anywhere. And what you see isn't necessarily what I see. And I love that. I love how different it could be for each individual person, and how it can speak to you in a completely different context to how it speaks to me. That's something I find truly beautiful. It was at this part in the painting that my wife says that she saw hair, and I agree with her. What do you see? Let me know. I'm curious. I'm not sure if you could see her vision, but she envisioned the dark of the blue to be the hair of a woman, and it was encasing her face. And I found that quite beautiful as well. And a part of me is sad that I didn't create that vision, but I am happy with how it turned out in the end. Do you see the faceless woman? Or is it simply a figment of our imagination? So here I go ahead and jump ahead a bit in time, and I have filled in a little bit of my idea that I began to formulate more and more, which right here I'm working on the sea creature, for lack of a better term. And I had filled in the center what I attempted to be a wolf, but it ended up looking less like a wolf and more of, my wife calls it, a saber-toothed tiger without teeth. But I don't know what it is, so it's another mythical being. You tell me down below in the comments, what type of creature is this to you? The one in the center, at least. I began to fall in love with it at this point. You see, since I'm struggling with burnout and the draw to create art isn't as strong as it used to be when I was younger, I don't really make art for myself anymore. This piece was an attempt to combat that, as I said previously, and I believe it worked out well because during this point is when I really began to enjoy it. I started to fall in love with the little creature on the front that I painted, even though I won't lie, at first I was extremely frustrated and I was so mad that it didn't come out the way I wanted it to, but in the end, I'm happy with how he turned out because he has his flaws, which creates a cute little cartoonish character, and the point of my art is to bring joy to whoever may see it, young or old. And I believe that this cute little lion-esque wolf guy, whatever you may call him, was cute enough to capture my attention in the end. Which I guess you could say in the end is the point of all art, right? To capture the attention of others and to draw them in and let them see just a glimpse into your mind, into your reality, your perspective of the world, and how you see it, and how you shape it to become your reality. This is where the painting really began to take off. I continued to fill in the water, and I believe it turned out really good, especially considering I didn't use a reference. That was a challenge for myself. And then this is how it turned out. I really liked the 3D element I decided to add in the end with the dragon or serpent creature wrapping around the mystical portal. And the moth is real. I'm not sure if you could tell that from the video, but I like how it turned out. Do you?